When coaches in Granite work with teachers, they follow a coaching model that was developed by our instructional coaching specialists. Teachers can follow this coaching model as well when they are participating in peer coaching cycles. In the Granite coaching model, the coach and teacher begin by examining data together and using that data to set goals for the coaching cycle. The coach will then help the teacher to determine what instructional strategies they need to learn in order to meet those goals and help provide resources for them to learn those skills. At times, both the teacher and coach will learn together. The teacher will then work to apply that new learning in their classroom with the coach's support, and then, together, they reflect on the outcomes of the classroom practice and determine where to go from there. Throughout this, the coach and teacher will meet together several times for mini coaching cycles, in which they look at data and set goals, participate in shared events of learning or applying the learning, and reflect on and discuss ways to refine their practice. We'll go deeper into each part of the Granite coaching model as we look at how teachers can use it to guide their peer coaching. The first thing the peer coaching teachers will need to do is meet together in a pre-conference to examine data and set goals. During this pre-conference, they will need to identify who is the inviting teacher and who is the coaching teacher. Often in peer coaching, teachers will take turns acting as the inviting and coaching teacher. What is the goal of the teaching practice? What do you want your students to be able to understand and do? What is the current reality of your classroom? And what does future greatness look like? What will implementing the strategies to achieve the goal be? How can the coach contribute? What is the coach not being asked to do? And what observation tool or data will be used? After setting goals, the inviting teacher will often need to learn new strategies. The coaching teacher can help determine what strategies by clarifying the key issues, synthesizing the inviting teacher's concerns, and simplifying the issue into a manageable chunk. Much of this is done during the pre-conference, but continues during the learn phase. The coach then helps the teacher develop those skills by providing research, explaining best practices, or even modeling practice. The inviting teacher should agree on an observation or data tool to be used to collect data and use that tool when observing the coach modeling. The inviting teacher and coaching teacher work together to explore data and discuss the implications of the approach. Some activities that might occur during the learn phase are professional development based on the teacher's needs, professional reading, examining relevant data, developing instructional materials, co-planning lessons, co-observation, which can include instructional rounds, video observation, or learning labs, and modeling. The inviting teacher then needs an opportunity to apply their new learning and put it into practice in the classroom. During this time, the coaching teacher can observe the inviting teacher, or they can co-teach. While the inviting teacher implements the strategies in their classroom, they allow observation and data collection by the coaching teacher or videotapes himself for later reflection. They then use the evidence that was collected by the coach or from the videotape to determine how successful the implementation of the strategy was. The coach observes, helps the inviting teacher unpack the data, and uses active listening and responds to the inviting teacher's concerns during and following the lesson. Finally, the inviting and coaching teacher will meet together in a post-conference to debrief the shared event, examine post-assessment data, and reflect on how they might refine their practice. Some things for the inviting teacher to consider with the guidance of the coaching teacher would be next gear or different road. Should they move on to the next level of refining practice with a particular strategy or move on to something different? Do I want to try again? If the inviting teacher feels they haven't achieved their goal, do they want to try again? If so, do they need more information or tools? Do they want to observe modeling again? Or do they want to work on something else and come back to that goal? As you can see, the Granite coaching model can be a helpful guide as you implement peer coaching.